All vents open.
It's 2020. Americans are heading back to the moon. The Orion crew capsule draws ever nearer to the giant Ares 5 cargo ship. Finally, the two vehicles dock safely. Now it's time for step 2 to begin. The engine on Ares 5 burns once more, pushing the crew up to 24,000 miles an hour, enough to slingshot them out of Earth's orbit and on to the moon. 4 days from now, they'll look down on a surface area as vast as Africa. So where should they land?
The Apollo missions went to the equatorial and lower latitudes because those were very accessible from Earth. The lower latitudes are easier to get to from a rocket point of view.
Floppy rim crater.
The moon's equator is also flat and relatively boulder-free.
Oh, this is going to be some kind of different ride.
And since no Apollo crew spent more than 3 days on the moon, having enough light was never a problem either. They landed in the lunar morning, and a lunar day lasts 2 weeks. The problem is the lunar night, which also lasts 2 weeks. Astronauts can live off solar power for 14 days, but then they'd have to find a way to survive 14 days in darkness. It's not just dark, it's cold. 250 below zero, 4 times colder than Antarctica in the dead of winter. And without solar power, it could be deadly. The astronauts must find a reliable source of power.
You know, the best place that we could possibly go on the moon, if we're engaging in a frontier approach to space, where we're going to get there and build and grow something, are the poles.
The moon's orbit exposes both its north and south poles to virtually continuous sunlight. Bathed in that sunlight, almost exactly at the South Pole, is Shackleton Crater. But there's a problem. The Shackleton Crater's steep walls are twice as deep as the Grand Canyon and climb to a ragged rim. No pilot in his right mind would attempt to land there. And it's uncharted territory, the perfect graveyard for a spacecraft.